Greetings shippers, that's right, we're doing something different. We are playing a game and I'm not just live streaming it, I'm actually going to do a regular thing and upload it and see how it is. Because like I mentioned in the live streams, I think it's really interesting playing some of these more shippable games or games that are potentially shippable or already have large fan bases. Just because it's interesting to see it step by step, like some of the ships evolve. For example, why are people shipping Robert and Joseph? Well, now we will know because we will play together. If you missed part 1, I did stream it, but I actually left it live, so you can check that out where we created our daddy, Ethan Sommerfeld, who is, in my opinion, glorious. He turned out fantastic. I am so happy. And it didn't take me half as long as I thought it was going to either. Also, did you know that when you're shipping your daddy, I've seen that it's called a dad sona, which is giving me Persona 5 vibes, which makes me very happy. I like the term dad sona. That's fantastic. I know that this is a little different and it's not gonna be for everyone, and that is absolutely fine. But I've always wanted to do a variety of things on this channel and produce so many different types of content, and this is something that I've genuinely always wanted to do. So you know what? We're doing it and it's gonna be fun. So, for those who missed out last time, just some of the important checkpoints, I guess, decisions that we've made. We hit it off with Matt, the nice barista. We hit it off with Dog Park Man. We did not hit it off with Robert, and we met Craig, and oh my goodness. The one thing I'm gonna miss about not live streaming this is the chat was so thirsty for Craig. I've never seen such thirst. But remember, if you are someone who's playing this for the first time, don't worry about picking the quote-unquote right daddy or anything. Just play how you feel. Pick the daddy that you want to pick. And with all of that said, let's do it. We are meeting Craig to go jogging because reconnecting with friends is important, in my opinion. So that's how we're gonna play this. He needs to see his friend again. Keg stand Craig, or thirsty daddy Craig. Oh my goodness, so much Craig in the chat. We'll see if it's in the comments. I don't know. We shall see. I know there's gonna be some anger though. I know Let's Plays are polarizing. I think that they're fun. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front stretching. Of course he spots me and waves enthusiastically. Let's see if I can remember the voices I was doing. I can't, and it's fine because they were terrible. Hey bro, good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. Always. Coffee all the time. Coffee right now. Yes, I drink my coffee with a straw. You ready to kick some butt? I'm gonna go with, I'm trying to match my dad to the character hints the narrative has provided me with, and since he said that he's only goes jogging once a year, I'm gonna go with help. This is it. This is how I die. Ooh, bad reaction. See, I got those negative sparks with Robert as well. So we're just gonna go with the daddies that we have a positive reaction with, just naturally. Let it flow. Let's see who we connect with. It'll be all right, dude. We'll ease you into it. We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. I don't know how cool they are if they're finger gunning. Hey, we still do this. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Yes, that's the kind of workout that I could handle. Nice walking. Although walking is better on the ground, not on the treadmill. That's bad for your knees. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we are on treadmills, yes, and those over there are ellipticals? Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine. I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? Have you ever seen the people who create their own workouts with the machines and use them incorrectly? Like they're on an arm machine upside down, pushing their legs with it? It's so intense. The gym life can be so intense. That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Trained to crush people's skulls with his thighs. Well, definitely trained to crush people's skulls with his thighs. I mean, what else are you doing at the gym if that is not your end goal? He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. That's right. Craig gets it. Oh, we got lots of eggplants for that. If you don't know what the eggplant means colloquially, you're lucky. Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long you been doing the buff thing? You have to work off all those keg stands. He was keg stand Craig. That can't have been good for his figure. Couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working on buffing? Buffing sounds like he polishes cars for a living. Oh, I coach my twins softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? What do I do for fun? What does Ethan Sommerfeld do for fun? Man bun bajoran earring having man extraordinaire. I check out my hot bod. No, he does not. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I love learning. That's so nerdy, but you know what? I love learning. I try to educate myself about the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all of that intellectual content. You know, history, the paranormal, wildness, survival, aliens, mostly those things. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? Yes. Oh, well, is this a thing that's happening? Is that why people like Craig? Is Craig easy? Not that kind of easy. I mean, getting the results you want. That might mean the same thing for some people. That's the thing with this game. It's hard not to turn everything into a double entendre. We're jogging now. Oh God, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my God, he is really bumping up the speed again. I guess I better do it too, for I, Ethan Sommerfeld, am nothing if not a follower. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better? You tell me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands, like an idiot. And then you drop the fish, and it's flopping around, and you panic, so you run up to me post-keg stand with a dying fish in your hands that you scooped up off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, which would only kill it faster. And we get him home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day he's alive. And well, to this day, can you imagine? He pulls up the fishbowl. I kept it all these years. Here he is, Blinky. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in this game? Daddy doctor? Dr. Daddy? You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here, I bought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with must be apparent distaste. It could be matcha. Don't assume the worst. It could be matcha. It's a protein shake. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good. And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm really proud of it. The secret ingredient is abs. Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Yes, there was, because you paused. Nobody pauses before a statement like that unless it is intended. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. Oh, it was a question, sorry. I'll see you around? I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me, literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. No, it's perfect. That's the beauty of the dad bod, and what I feel should be the beauty of the mom bod. It can just be. Let the bod be. All bods are good bods. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. My birthday is this Friday. That's how I feel. I'm just sitting around like, oh god. How did we get here? Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. Again, what time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Well, if I knew that the school meeting was so late, I might have slept with Robert, because there was no danger of missing this meeting, which was my main concern about that. One night stand, but going to my daughter's parent-teacher meeting. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it 1:03 or 1:08? I spot a youth, standing at his locker and approach him for help. Hello, youth. Are you hanging with the kids? Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? That's fantastic. That look is all of the things that I need in my life right now, to be honest. Can I just change my entire look and aesthetic to that? That's fantastic. The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Yeah, he does. Come on, kid. I'm late for our meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. We should have bonded over our mutual piercings. Why? Why did that not happen? It was a beautiful moment. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. That's right, he's a punk who needs to get off our lawn. I get back to where the low-rent Gerard Way Harsh is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Lucian! Don't you have a third period to get to? Ooh, Prof Dad. Fine, Mr. Vega. Ooh, the half-man bun? Nice. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Ethan. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Why are they comically small? I thought, like, this is a high school. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Those poor children. Does anybody like Catcher in the Rye? I have to ask. Like, seriously, it's fine if you do. Like, please let me know. And if you do, let me know what you do like about it. But I have rarely met a person who will admit to liking The Catcher in the Rye. It was definitely not a book that I enjoyed fully. And you have to wonder about some of the relevance of some of these texts that they pick for reading in classrooms. Like, it's interesting from a historical standpoint, but I'm not sure how much practical, like, narrative relevance. And maybe if you're doing, like, a history of literature unit. It's just so hard to get behind, and the fact that serial killers carry it around, like, that's happened a couple of times, really. It's not a good sign. If I was a serial killer, I'd carry some, like, really innocuous book around, just something really confusing that would baffle police. Like, what should it be? Like, Hop on Pop or something. Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. Because these kids are two. The whole class erupts in laughter. Hilarious. All right, everybody. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of period rings. Now they'll never know. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Sweet man, Jacob.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers. Okay. Well, what? How are we at middle school? I guess it's one of those schools that has a lot of levels. And yes, I just dropped my phone. This is a world-class production. What are you expecting? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know, budget cuts. True dat. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. For what other name would a nerdy book prof have? I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda is a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. Is it the snark? Is there too much snark? What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. Oh, the parent struggle. Poor dad. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. She's fine. She has a tendency to bottle things up. Well, if I'm oblivious, Dad, I would say we just moved, because I'm not telling, like, some guy all about my daughter. That is our business. We don't have that kind of relationship yet, Mr. Hugo Vega. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, she might get a poor English grade. Heaven forbid. No, okay, it's important to have a good English grade. I'm not knocking it, but at least up here, when you go from high school to university, the first thing they do is they have to teach you, or rather unteach you, the essay structure that they taught you in high school, because there's a completely different format. So it's almost like, what did I spend my time practicing? Because they completely teach you a different structure. There's a whole lot wrong with the transition from high school to university. This is getting too deep. This is about dads, sexy dads. I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. That feels too close. This is moving too quickly. First names. On my way out, I stop. Thinking for a moment, I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes? They ever catch that rye? Oh, that's the daddest joke so far. Ellipses. That's what that joke deserves. Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity for my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the entire time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home, or let's go to the mall food court. I mean, we picked her up. Let's make a thing of it. And what is better than some nice, sweet, mediocre mall food court food? Does that sound good to you? Yeah. Why the mall? Can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Usually not without an ulterior motive, no. Not if she didn't ask for it first. Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. All right. Oh, I thought I was going to get a chance to be tactful. I thought it was my time for tact. Okay. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. Rough start. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. The generational gap is widening, Ethan. No, you're approaching it all wrong. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. See, but if you open up with this gambit and then you haven't, you lose. Because if you're like, tell me all about it, and then they spout off something that you have no relation to, then it's just going to push them further away. This was a terrible opening gambit. It's poorly played, Ethan. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit. See, this will never be me. I was so lame, and I continue to be lame. Like, how embarrassing is this gonna be for my daughter when she grows up and is like, oh yeah, that's my mom. She's playing Dream Daddy. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? Ethan. Man in a cheeseburger t-shirt should have a Twitter. What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Dad.
Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? That's right. Try and reel that fish in. That's some good fishing. Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah?
Hey.
What? No! Dad! I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you... Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. That's right. When Harry met Sally is not true. Guys and girls can be friends, but that was quite defensive. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. Yes, who shall we meet at the mall? Very excited. Only the finest dads at the mall. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple of different floors. It's kinda dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, me every day. Language, Missy. Now he's Captain America. Heck yeah. Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. Except for me. I am extra happy. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. Can anybody else not do processed cheese? I cannot with processed cheese. It just tastes like plastic. I will literally pick it off of things. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of our nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Why is Ethan not as cool as I made him? We should have gone with the receding hairline that I was going to start off with. But everybody's like, no, man bun dad. That was also me. Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and isn't funny. Thank you, Amanda. That is me with What Are Those in Black Panther. It is not, in my opinion, it's already not cute, and then when you watch it again in 2 years, it's still not, it's gonna be even less cute. Oh, bleep, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? Yes, I do. Is that where Vampire Man is? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment, despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. Look at that dress over there. Oh, I wish. That's gorgeous. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Also concerned at the poor quality of carpet cleaners at this mall. Speech. Amanda. Speech. 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 All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that will forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Sommerfeld had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. That's the power of the Orson Welles clap. Everybody needs to join in. Oh hey, chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. That is lies. Lies and slander. Dead, Goth, and Beyond / clearly Hot Topic is for everybody. Well, I definitely want to look at ironic mugs. Who can't use a good ironic mug? I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time I thought I was the only one. If I'm not the number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. This was the one that interested me, even from the art, I have to say. He very much gives me Louis from, Louis de Pointe-Lac from the Vampire Chronicles vibes, and I have a lot of feelings about that, so let's see, maybe. Also, I think that's some nice pink, eyeshadow going on to highlight the eyes. I'm here for that. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. Is that like a fake British accent? I'm so sorry. I don't know what this voice is, but it's gonna keep happening. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I've overstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around. Whoosh, and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? Fabulousness? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard, I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool! Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes, they have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts. But also, they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghosts done got control of the truck! I can't steer on them there! Damn ice roads! Why does it always slip into that as soon as I see that type of spelling of ain't? Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're all about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die. That's because we are about to die, This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. Is she being cyberbullied? Is that what it is? Does she have a secret online life like in Internet Famous and it's all gone horribly wrong? I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Except you already saw the episode, so why would you be? Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. It's rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. I could have used that tip earlier, but I still would have asked. Because I march to the beat of my own drum. Saving, just cause. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? In the cul-de-sac? Of course I'm excited. If there's food, I'm excited. Story of my life. Can that be what my biography is called? I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? We have already. I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Again, sometimes Ethan is just me. Me at every party, where the food is not really for eating, but more just a ploy so you can pretend you're doing something if someone approaches you. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? Me. Lame dad, Ethan Sommerfeld. That is who. You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie platter. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. You could have grilled the veggies. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie platter down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Ha. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Darmok, his arms wide. Darmok, Angelad, at the cul-de-sac. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. No, I think they're children in the corner. I need to give them those voices. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? I didn't buy that drink because she had a cross on her neck. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Barlush. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Ethan, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. For the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Haha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick up some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Ugh. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? The best kind of party? A dad party? Watching all the shows that your kids don't care about alone in the house? Yeah. But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad, they're gonna talk about weather. Go do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me to the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Yay! Hi, Matt. Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Robert, less enthusiastic, hey? Although I did feel good friendship vibes. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who's throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. I wish that was my reaction to seeing people that I knew really well at parties. Hey, I know that person. I've known them for several years. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac. That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Okay. So this is kind of a big decision. I'm not sure who to talk to be honest right now. So I think what we will do is we'll leave it there, and I also want to put this up and get feelers for how you like it and what kind of stuff you would like to stream. If you don't like it, like all of that kind of stuff, I just really want to know, because this is a new thing that I'm doing and I'm feeling it out, and I want it to factor into when I talk about ships and various things for gaming, because I think it's really interesting to be able to refer back to gameplay and stuff itself. And plus, it's fun. It's a good time, and I'm enjoying it. And that's what matters. But thank you so much, as always, for spending a little bit of time with me. I know this might be a little awkward, but we're getting used to it. We're getting into it. Everybody eases in as they start doing new things. So thank you so much. We will, of course, save, because that is the most important thing in all games. Save in all of the save slots. And next time, we will pick which of these fine daddies we will be chatting with. Let me know who your favorite daddies are. I assume it's mostly Craig, because y'all got that Craig thirst. And that's right, I'm saying y'all right now because the game is inspiring that. That's what this game is causing. It's causing y'all. So yes, enough rambling outro, and let's get to the actual outro. Goodbye. This has been Shipper's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Special thanks to all of my patrons, names on the side, and as always, stay tuned, for there is many ships out there as there are stars in the sky.